SAVA stock reached a new 52-week low of $18.65. This is beneath the previous low of $25.11 by 25.73%, and it's 7.24% below the 52-week high of $146.1, and it settled at $22.46, and which was a loss of 11.26%. So this is that plunge we're talking about. It's about 23.6% or thereabout. Yes, that's what the plunge is. Plunge from here, plunge from around $25.1, which also was at, before that time, was its 52-week low. And now but all in all, market participants began to claw back some of those losses. So this low it reached is probably its lowest opening since January 2021. So weighing on the stock is the recent article published by the New York Times, which described several new concerns surrounding the company's experimental Alzheimer's drug, Simufilam. One of the major allegations highlighted in the article includes a report that one of Cassava's advisors, Dr. H.Y. Wang, had 5 papers he wrote retracted from the scientific journal PLOS 1. So SAVA's Simufilam drug, SAVA's Simufilam drug has been the subject of debate since last summer. Yes, we all know that, with several updates during this time, during that period, yanking the equity up and down the charts. Okay, we can see how that stock has been fluctuating back and forth. Let's go down here and see. You can see that, yes, all the way from the summer of last year. You can see how it's been short squeezes and short sellings. You know, yeah, we've seen that. Yes, that is definitely the case. The security is ways away from its 2021 summer record high of $146. It wasn't printed here. That price of $146 is an intraday price. That $146.16 is an intraday price. So it's really hard to find where it's printed on any of its charts. So pressured lower in recent months by several overhead trend lines, which includes the 50-day moving average. You can see that this is the 50-day moving average. It has become a major resistance for the stock. You know, it has just made sure it just doesn't spike any further. It has just been a source of resistance, and that is the fact. You know, we can clearly see that. So SAVA has shared over 42% this year and 72% in the last 9 months, and I think obviously something less as well for the last six months. The security looks overdue for a round of analyst downgrades. Okay, we have here that Reuters is one of the analysts that are covering it, and they have a target of $98. So of the 4 in coverage, 3 call it a strong buy, plus the stock's 12-month consensus price or target of $98.80, which is I think that they're referring to. I think that refers to the Reuters price target. It's a hefty 41.41% premium to the current levels. So yes, that's what's going on. And we have that the short interest for SAVA stock is at 29.37%. It decreased by 2%, probably because of this 10% clawback or 12% clawback. You know, it dropped around 23%, but it has since clawed back. Buyers have since clawed back some of those losses. You know, yes, it's they managed to claw back around 12% of it all. So right now it's just down 0.71% in this post-market session. Momentum. Okay, let's return to the 1-minute chart and see what's going on there live. Okay, you can see momentum is very strong there. RSI is also very strong. You know, this is a stock that is that has this negative has been facing headwinds as it concerns negative sentiments for some time now, you know. So it says here, shares of Alzheimer's drug developer Cassava Sciences. Okay, this comes after. Okay, this is saying here. New York Times reports says that several studies related to Cassava's drugs were retracted or questioned by scientific journals. The company did not immediately respond to Reuters' request for comments. This comes after the US FDA quashed a petition to halt a late-stage trial of Simufilam in February. Okay, the petition filed in August 2021 cited grave concerns about the quality and integrity of the laboratory-based studies surrounding Simufilam. Okay, yeah, so let's see how things are going to pan out again as this publication from New York Times has these allegations. As a matter of fact, they are allegations, you know. So what is certain is that 7.886 million shares crossed the tape during this session, and we have seen that. Let's see some of the some of the gainers. You won't believe it. Even all of the given all of these things, the $55 calls of the 6th of May series gained 4,800%. In the midst of all of these things, in the midst of all of this negativity, you can see what's going on here. Buyers are definitely sure that they are going to burn the hands of short sellers as it concerns SAVA stock. So it doesn't matter what they're writing out there. I think buyers are definitely going to defy anybody. They're defying New York Times. They're defying everybody, you know. So we have, as I indicated earlier on, short interest is at 29.37%. It declined slightly by 2%. So SAVA stock appears to be in a strong bearish trend. Its shares are below a declining 200-day moving average, and the MACD is beneath its signal line. Comparative relative strength analysis shows it's lagging the S&P 500. Momentum for SAVA is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. This is as it concerns the daily figures, but of late, right now, as things stand right now, buyers are definitely more active than sellers. As this is what is going on right now live, buyers are definitely more active than sellers. So the volume for this last trading session was heavier than usual, trading 7.884 million shares versus an average of 4.34 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bearish, the slope of the indicator is negative, and suggests that there is a lack of buying interest. What has happened so far hasn't moved the needle of the daily outcomes, you know. So given this publication from the New York Times, these allegations, again, all of those things would definitely change. On all of its charts, there's a good chance buyers will become more active than sellers. There's a good chance buyers may become more active than sellers, and they'll maybe paying high prices for the stock, you know. So let's see what we can make of the stock, and let's see whether we can determine a price target. Let's take this price of 26.40 and subtract it from 22.46, which is the current low, 22.46. So we are using 26.40, 26.4 minus 22.46. We have 3.94. It seems we're going to have an ambitious price target here, times 2.618. We're going to have 10.314 plus 22.46. Target of 32.77. Is that possible? Well, it is possible. 32.77. that will take it all the way. 32.77, just slightly above its 20-day moving average. Let's get where that let's get a figure for its 20-day moving average. Its 20-day moving average is at 33.07, so it will take it slightly above that 20-day moving average on its daily chart. So Our target is sorry, it will take us just slightly below its 20-day moving average. 20-day moving average at 33.04. so see what you make of SAVA stock, and I will continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.